Good morning and welcome. We are so delighted that you are joining us today as we develop more of the momentum of the violet flame and bring it more fully into action in our lives. My name is Amy Evans. I live in Portland, Oregon, and our local Portland, Oregon Awaken Life group has been gathering and recently held a retreat where we committed to working a lot more with the violet flame. And we really enjoyed the practice that we developed together as a group and wanted to share that out with the community. And as many things, it is evolving. And so I'm very, very delighted to have Michele Feher from San Francisco, California, and Ashley Woods from Boulder, Colorado, here to share more with all of you as we uh, support our Violet Flame practice and bring it much more into action. So thank you all, Michele and Ashley.
Welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you, Amy Evans. And thank you to the Portland area community for being so active with the Violet Flame on your recent retreat. And they've invited us to be active with the Violet Flame and participate on an ongoing basis. And Michele and I are really thrilled to be here. We love coming together in person because it creates a vortex of energy, and our practice is amplified and multiplied when we come together to practice together. So thank you for coming together. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm gonna go to gallery view and see who's with us. Hello, bonjour. Great to see you all. So we do not have English, or we only have English speaking language available. And so my apologies for folks who are listening to this later, but the language isn't necessarily as important as the energy. So if you speak another language and the English is hard to understand for you, just relax and don't try and grasp the language, just feel and be in the energy of the violet flame. So welcome, welcome. So I'd love to, by way of giving us a picture of what we're up to today, we're going to spend about an hour together. We're going to do some context setting about the violet flame for those who may be new, and those of us that have been practitioners for a long time to also step into a new, broader context of what we're up to. And then we're going to dive into about 15 minutes of violet flame activation. And Michele Feher has been working with the violet flame and doing grid work for many, many years. And she's a mentor for me of sorts in this esoteric and energy work. So I'm so grateful, Michele, that you said yes to be with us today and to guide us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're all blessed to have Michele here with us with her knowledge and her wisdom. Her knowingness is very, very deep. So I'm thrilled to be here with you, Michele.
Thank you.
So setting the context for our conversation, what I'd love to just share is that those of us that are on this call we're pillars of light. And many of us have been up to this work for a long time. And you may already know that it doesn't take a lot of efforting to activate these energies. In fact, if you've been doing violet flame work for a week or years, the energy is already very present. So it's very easy for us to enter in this field of violet flame activity. So what we'll be doing is creating a grid of resonance as souls, as practitioners, as pillars of light. So just open to the grid that's already here with this group of souls on this call. And we'll be with the violet flame, and we will allow it to do its work, to clear lower frequency energies and to transmute anything that is not of a higher love frequency. So just feel in your heart, feel this grid, this coherent grid of light workers that we are. Many of us know each other. Some of you are new on this call. Welcome to this coherent field of love and light work. And we'll allow and have faith in the intelligence and the wisdom of the violet flame consciousness. It's a consciousness. It's intelligent. And just allow and have faith in the intelligence of the violet flame to do the work. We don't have to effort quite so much as we might think. And I also just want to say that the violet flame work that we do is for us as individuals, of course, and for our families, but it's also global work. So everything that we're doing on a personal level today on this call and in your violet flame practice is global. So when you have something arise in you energetically, emotionally, mentally, you don't have to claim it as your own. And when you do the work of the violet flame and bring in the violet consuming flame in your field to transmute that, of course, you're doing that for yourself, but you're also transmuting that energy or that thought that might not even be your own for the planet. So our work today is planetary. And I'll invite Michele right now to just chime in briefly about the energy that's been on the arising in the last 48 hours and how this plays into what we're up to today. Do you want to say something about that, Michele?
Sure. Welcome, everybody. It's a blessing to be here with everyone. So as we know, there's been a lot of cosmic activity for many years now, coming in, wave after wave after wave of solar winds, coronal mass ejections. Energy and information has been coming into the sun, from the sun. And we've been participating. We're here as pillars, part of Ma's team, to participate in the ascension of our planet and the ascension of our species. There's nothing less than that. That's what we're called to. It's the cosmic violet consuming flame in manifestation and action, right? So when we have occurrences that happened like yesterday, where there's a big upset in the energy field in the United States, I should say, it may even our friends in other countries. I notice Meta's here with us. There's an impact, as Star Wars, the movies used to say all the time, there's a disturbance in the field. So yesterday, there's been a big amplification of the mental body of the United States and the emotional body. Many of us may have just felt this very, very strongly. We might have felt in fear. We might have felt righteous. We might have felt angry. It could be amplified. And we could be going, oh, is this mine? And I encourage us all to just be aware. It doesn't matter ultimately if it's mine or if it's the field, because there's no separation. So that's what I would encourage us all to really step into, the awareness and the realization that we are working as global pillars for nothing less than the ascension of humanity and the ascension of the planet. And bring that into your heart and thank your soul. You could be anywhere else this morning. There's millions of things you could be doing right now, and your soul and your personality brought you to come here to join together to do this work. So my soul thanks your soul. I'm grateful to be here with you. Nam Gigi Saima.
Awesome, Michele. I love your passion and your faith and your knowingness. It helps me step into that and claim that more fully. Some people consider or think about the violet flame as a concept, and I just want to assure everyone that it's an actual thing. It's a thing. You can see it. It's been videoed, and many of us see it in our closed-eyed meditation state or perceive it. But I want to share a video that Michele shared with me from, I see Megan McGowan is here. I wonder if Jenny's here too. But I want to share with you a video that was taken, let's see if I can pull it up, from Mount Shasta.
Did you get everything you wanted in the shops, or do you need me to pick something up?
And I'm gonna try and mute Gary or Jerry there. Okay. All right, here we go. It's a short video. You can see the violet flame.
This is a Castle Lake at Mount Shasta from a couple years ago, a few years ago.
Whoa. Is that purple?
Mm-hmm. Dawn, come look at
Dawn,
this.
come here. Coming. Coming. As soon as I find out how to get out of here. Calling. Oh my God. Abby, look at that. Look. We're calling on the violet flame. Transmute. Oh, wow. Look at that. Can you get a picture of it?
It's, I'm recording
Yes,
it
he's
now.
Recording it. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, that's so cool. I gotta see if I can. Ah, that's lovely. It feels awfully nice here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love evidence. My mind loves evidence of the violet flame. I have faith, but it's also really fantastic.
It's a property up in Weed, California.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
We have a secondary YouTube video playing, and
Easily
I'm
over 10 years.
sorry about that. Oh, YouTube gets in there. So I'd love to also share where this violet consuming flame is in our field, and also call in some masters here. Let's open and invoke the presence of Ascended Master Saint Germain. We call to you, Saint Germain and Lady Portia, who are the sponsors of this violet flame on the planet for us. Great gratitude to you. And we call in also Lady Master Kuan Yin, who also works with Saint Germain, who brings in the energy of compassion and mercy in the violet flame activity. And we call in all the Ascended Masters and Lady Masters, our beloved Saima, Her Holiness Saima, all the lords and ladies. We invite and invoke your angels and guides to be here with us on this call, to support us in being of service to the highest for all of humanity. I would say that galaxies in the cosmos is paying attention and watching to what we're doing on planet Earth this morning. So in this now moment, we activate the love in our hearts, and we ensure that our service in the violet flame is love focused. Many civilizations have sunk or disappeared or failed or had to go underground because they weren't love focused. So we make sure to align in our hearts together in a coherent field of love for our service today. And Michelle, would you like to say something about the I Am Presence and what we're looking at here?
Sure. I'm sure that most of us on this call are familiar with this image of the I am presence, or at the, for purposes of conceptual understanding in our minds, there is no up there and down there, right? It's all within. We have the presence that, if you want to think of it as transformers, right? I mean, the light of all that is, initial creation of Big Bang needs to be stepped down and stepped down and stepped down past from the presence itself, the very geometry at the top, the Paramatman, into our, you can think of it as another one of our higher selves here in the middle, and down, and the figure at the bottom is ourselves on planet Earth. And around ourselves on planet Earth, you can see a tube of sacred fire, of cosmic violet consuming flame. And if we have done our practice, our 40-day practice, which many of us have done those a number of times, see, feel, imagine, know that this tube is around you all the time. It's not like it goes away in between our meditative practices. You can perhaps, it might help you to think of it as a pilot light on a gas furnace. It's always flaming. It's always running. When we have need of it, we can turn it up and we can activate it and be in complete conscious awareness and conscious alignment with it. However, I encourage us not to, I encourage us to remember always that this is here. We live, we move, we have our being within a tube of cosmic violet consuming flame. What helped me for years is to think of it as an, what did I say? A self-sustained standing wave of cosmic violet consuming flame, to start to realize in my thought process that this is here all the time. That's my awareness about that, Ashley.
Thank you, Michelle. Love it, love it. So I want to also share and bring us into a short activation offered by Her Holiness Sai Ma. You can find this on YouTube.
Blessings. I ask my I am to pour the violet concentration flame power in my whole being. I ask I am for the violet concentration flame power to come forth in me, around me, to disconnect my energy from all human energy and creation, from human discordance. Ruler of the violet plane, come with your cosmic power in action in my world. Expand your Shakti in my world. I ask that never again my life, mind, intellect, and feeling is connected with human creation. Instead, my beloved I am, connect me with you. Charge me in the greater cosmic perfection of victory and glory of the cosmic Christ white fire substance. O beloved Almighty I am presence. With the rule of the violet planet, I call on you to be in me, to be in my feeling world. May I feel the cosmic action of the violet flame.
I invite us all to close the eyes if we wish. Take some deep breaths. If you have not been breathing in this cosmic violet consuming flame already, breathe in the prana of it. Our beloved Ma created such a glorious video, giving us the awareness that the cosmic violet consuming flame is bathing our entire physicality. Each and every cell of our bodies, has a violet flame around it. Breathing in the sacred prana into all of our subtle bodies.
Violet flame practice. Invite you to listen in. I'm offering today's practice.
Consciously amplifying the existing flame that we carry now as pillars of light. Becoming aware of our heart space, acknowledging, welcoming our beloved Saima into each of our hearts, residing in our hearts. And becoming aware now in our consciousness of all of us on this call as pillars of light, acupuncture points on our beautiful globe. Many different countries, time zones. See, feel, know, imagine the geometry that has sprung up amongst us and the vortex that has been created by our conscious desire to connect together as a vortex of violet flame. And now breathing into this vortex for a time in silence. Perhaps thinking to ourselves now, I am an alive, activated, permanently anchored, standing wave field of cosmic, violet consuming flame, living on the planet as, saying your name, in ceaseless, unrelenting, and self-sustained manifestation and action. If you so choose, continue. I join in this vortex of conscious activity of violet consuming flame light. I join in this vortex of planetary service with my brothers and sisters all around the planet on this call at this moment. You may feel an amplification. And now continue if you choose. I further join with all those who work with the cosmic violet consuming flame, all groups of light beings, light workers, light servers, serving the planet in manifestation and action. I know that this activity of life is a stable resource for me to return to again and again. I call on the violet flame. I call on this vortex in service to the light, anytime, day or night. Each of us is drawn to serve the light in our own unique soul way. I claim my light. I take ownership and work in collaboration with the violet consuming flame. As our Ma has taught us, I take ownership of my relationship with the violet consuming flame. I am its beacon, and it is my beloved support. I further call on Saint Germain and the angels of the violet realm, who are always available to be called on. Breathing this in. The prana circulating through our own individual bodies. The quantum light, the quantum DNA into our own individual bodies. Bathing every single cell, every single molecule, every single atom, every single subatomic particle and wave. Aware of our multidimensional aspects. On the dimension of my subatomic particles, there's no separation. I am the violet flame in manifestation and action. Breathing this into another dimension of our experience as full bodies. I am aware of the tube of violet consuming flame that I live in, always surrounding me, always supporting me, always serving myself and my community and my planet. And now from our heart, expanding into another dimension of us, the higher self, see, feel, know, perceive that radiant sun of our hearts, radiating the violet flame out without any effort at all, expanding as a vast sun that we are. And let's conclude this meditation by taking a moment in silence and serving yourself. As Ma teaches us, conscious evolution. In our own consciousness, serving ourselves with this violet flame. Perhaps there's some function or tissue or organ in the body that would be served by this intensity of light, this manifestation of light that is so amplified with us now joined together, perhaps in a subtle body, perhaps in a family situation. As masters of light now, take a minute and serve yourself as the light. As we continue to breathe with the awareness, the knowingness, the unshakability, the unstoppability that we are the light. We are masters of the cosmic violet consuming flame. We are here in service, and bring your gratitude to yourself. Your soul is so grateful. Your soul is so grateful. Higher dimensional aspects are grateful. Receive the gratitude now. Receive the gratitude of your soul. Saint Germain, the cosmic beings who are here in support. Receive. As a constant flow. Bringing our awareness now again to our heart, where our beloved Saima always resides. Breathing deeply, bringing our awareness, all of our light coming fully present with alertness and awareness, and gratitude to each of us for being here today. Om JJ Saima.
Om JJ Saima. Thank you, Michele. I invite us to open our eyes. And take in the image of the violet flame. And our invitation is for us as individuals to continue the practice of the violet flame when we leave this meeting, in our day-to-day lives. This violet flame is always present and always available. And our invitation is for you to simply put your attention and awareness on its presence, to amplify it in any situation. And we've heard and been taught by Saima that this intelligent energy, this gift, can realign any situation. Secret, magical gift, not so secret. So please share. Share this teaching, share this energy. And I'd like to offer a repetition 9 times. I am the violet consuming flame in action 9 times. To anchor this more deeply in the conscious mind and in the unconscious mind. And this is a tool that we have been given, the repetition of these mantras to activate if you wish. Please go ahead and mute yourself and speak this out loud 9 times with your eyes open, connecting with the image of the violet flame. And emphasize the energy and the passion and the joy of being in action. So we'll repeat 9 times. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action.
In action.
I am the violet consuming flame
In
in manifestation, in action.
In action.
I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action. With joy. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action.
In manifestation. In action.
One more. I am the violet consuming flame in manifestation, in action.
In action.
Om JJ Saima.
Allow that energy to expand into all the minds, all the bodies. And I invite us to be in action as the violet consuming flame in our lives, in our thoughts, our feelings, our actions. And Michele and I would love to invite folks who wish to share what is your experience of being in the violet flame energy this morning and in your violet flame practice in general as well. So if you wish to share, please go ahead and unmute yourselves and share with us about the energy of the violet flame. What's your experience?
I'll speak. This is Sharon. It's very uplifting for me. It makes me feel expansive, and it makes me feel connected with all source.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. Are you a practitioner of the violet flame? Do you use it much?
I'm not a practitioner, but I practice.
Okay. Yeah, you're a practitioner. Claim it, own it.
So yes, I do use that.
Fantastic. Thank you for your service for all of us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm JJ Saima. I was first introduced to the violet flame about 20 years ago by a woman who worked as Carolyn Prophet's right hand. Her name was Alice Thomas. And she used to use it. She would bring people to an altar with the violet flame, and she would use it to clear any like entities that were in them. Things that had happened in childhood, little traumas, entities like that. And she would call in all the ascended masters, Christ, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, everyone. And then she would do a whole work with it. So I thought I'd just share that as an idea. Thank you, Om JJ Saima. I love this practice. Thank you.
I love that, Alex. Thank you. What's so beautiful about the Shasta video, to me, one of the things that's so beautiful is that there's a tendency often for people, speak for, to conceptualize, to think that this is a thought process, and it's more than that. That camera of that video of the violet consuming flame, the light coming into Castle Lake in Shasta was clearly seen by 3 people. It wasn't a camera artifact. It was like, oh my golly, come and look at this light. This is a tangible substance. And I also encourage us to recall and know that we've created a vortex, specific vortex that had over 40 people on it. Think of the power from around the world. We've got people in different countries, in Europe and US, and I haven't seen everybody who's on the call right now, but and our greater community are part of this vortex as well. So when we do these activities of light, for instance, if we feel something that's continuing, which could happen in the US for sure, because of some of these verdicts that are coming down in our country, that we call forth, use our resources, use our vortex that we've just created together. When two or more are gathered, it's amplified. So thank you so much for sharing. Beautiful.
We have time for one or two more folks to share. We'd love to hear other voices.
I'll share something. I'm fairly new to the Violet Flame and Saima, but I've been using the Violet Flame, and what it helps me do is it helps me accept my humanness. And that sounds odd, but it just helps me know that there's something bigger. And so when I use it, it kind of transmutes those human personality traits and gets me into the soul. And then I can spread light further past myself. So I'm really grateful that this program was here and that I found it. So thank you, Om JJ Saima.
Thanks, Sherry. Wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for joining us and contributing your attention, your intention, your light to amplifying this Violet Flame work. It is truly like a magical gift that we've been gifted. And some folks may not be aware of this, but Saint Germain was granted a dispensation. The karmic board said, yes, use the Violet Flame, bring the Violet Flame. And the thing is, you can bring all of it that you're able to. That was kind of a finite amount. And our charge is to bring it in. He's, the Lords of Karma said, humanity needs to call on this and use it. It's available. And so all we need to do to receive that, all that energy that's been gifted, is just to call on it. And it comes in like a flood and a rush. And there's so much available. It's like a stockpile. So it's really kind of our duty to be like, let's help Saint Germain out. He's done so much work for us to sponsor this energy for centuries now, for us to call on it and do the work and be embodiments of it, because it's here for us to call on it. So I think this is a great idea to meet. I think we should do it again. We're recording this call, so it's available to folks who weren't able to join us live. We'll share that on all the Telegram channels. Please share it with other folks if you wish. And for sure, we'll do this again. So thanks for being here, Sherry.
I thought I might share a little bit.
Yeah.
So for me, it is an evolving and very active and alive practice, and I'm loving growing with that and having it become much more vibrant and juicy in my field. But as a community of our local Awakened Life meditation group, in committing to doing this together at the same time every day, which for us in the Pacific Northwest, we chose 9 p.m. so that we were kind of ending our day and bringing it with us into our resting time. But I thought I would share, we've kind of chat every once in a while, and some of our members have been saying how they've really enjoyed feeling it growing and expanding in their field. Blissful, vibrant, violet flame in action, activate. Indeed, we are blessed and blissed, and it's growing stronger and stronger each day. And there's more, but I just thought I would share a little bit of that, and the opportunity for us to all continue to practice together in a group, and maybe tag team another person for a shared time, but certainly we have this charged vortex, and all are welcome to join us during the time that we've selected. But I know that may be resting time for people in other parts of the world. So, but it's been a real joy. Thank you.
You know, one technique we could all be doing, what doesn't matter where you are, in consciousness, as consciousness. I don't know what time 9 p.m. on the West Coast is for Meta, but Meta, you could decide, in consciousness, I'm going to join this vortex. It's not just, we can start to use, as Ma's been sharing with us, the fifth dimension's here, right? So the fifth dimension is about realizing that we, in consciousness, there's vast capacity. Because I'm not awake, I might be resting the body at 9 p.m. in the West Coast. It doesn't mean you can't join in consciousness with that intention. Starting to develop our awareness that we can start. I had this conversation, well, I don't want to go off on a big thing, but I had a conversation yesterday where I became aware that more and more people we are in the fifth dimension. Fifth dimensional aspects are happening, but we're not really putting two and two together. Like how many of us on this call are perhaps having a lot of synchronistic events in our life, or perhaps we're having our intuition really take off, or things that are just lining up. And that's all part of us doing the work on the planet at this time, at the great transition. So it's one thing to consider. We can all join you at 9 o'clock, no matter where we are.
Awesome. Thanks for that invitation, Amy and Michelle. And I've screen shared here. I don't know if y'all can see it clearly enough, but this is my Telegram 365 Violet Flame practice channel. And this is just the image of a little postcard that we've invited people to practice joining in at 9 p.m., wherever you are in your local time. And like Michelle said, you can just tap into the energy, activate the violet consuming flame with your intention. And you're welcome to play this YouTube video, this gorgeous 20-minute YouTube video that Saima and Awakened Life has created for us. It's very powerful. I fall asleep to it often. And even if you're sleeping, it's active. It's going into all of your minds and your physicality. So you're welcome to put it on repeat if you wish. So you can find this if you're not aware of it. The 365 Violet Flame Practice Channel was created as a library of resources for all of us to use the violet consuming flame. I have a little ADD, so I kind of created it for myself and my friends to have something new to do with the violet flame every day of the year. So there's way more than 365 resources on here. And I'll show you just briefly. If you click on the header here, see my cursor, you click on the header of 365 Violet Flame Practice Channel, click on that. And if you scroll down, you'll see what kind of resources there are: photographs, videos, files, recordings that have been curated and produced by myself and many in our community specifically for us to use the violet consuming flame. Shared video links, YouTube videos, their books, there's gifts, their voice messages. So it's a tremendous resource for us. It's available, it's free. And I put the link in our chat. And if you go to the chat, you're welcome to copy, Control-C, or Control-X to cut it and paste it somewhere for yourself, to send it to yourself. And it's a professional chat channel, so we can have up to 1,000 people, so there's no limit. Invite your friends. I'm very passionate about this resource of the violet flame. So please share it, join it. So there you go. It's in the chat. And it's in blue as an active link. So Thank you for allowing us to be here. Om JJ Saima.
Thank
Om
you.
JJ Saima.
Thank you. Om JJ Saima.
JJ
Om
Saima.
JJ Saima. Thank you.
Blessings from Ireland. Thank you, dear heart.
Om JJ Saima. Thank you.
Om JJ Saima.
Thank you. Thank you.
Om JJ Saima. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'd love to just thank so very much Ashley and Michelle for sharing more of the Violet Flame resources and bringing us more deeply into our understanding and our active practice. On behalf of the Pacific Northwest and Portland, Oregon communities, we are so grateful that all of you are here and joining us. And Ashley, thank you so much for all you do to create, keep us resourced for Violet Flame activities. Look forward to having everyone continue to expand in this light. Om JJ Saima.
Thank you, Tiffany. Om JJ Saima. Thank you, Ashley, Michelle.
Thank you. Very, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Om JJ Saima.
Om JJ Saima.
Thank you. Om JJ Saima.
Thank you.
Om JJ Saima. Thank you. Thank you.
Om JJ Saima. Blessings from Ireland, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.